Well, we have now realized what are the environmental crises. Now, let's understand what is the cause behind this crisis. Now, the major reason behind all the change is our built environment. It leaves great impact on the nature and biodiversity. But how? Firstly, we need to understand what is built environment, and then we'll go on to its impacts on our environment. The dictionary meaning of built environment is man-made structures, features, and facilities viewed collectively as an environment in which people live and work. That is, architects were helping to shape the built environment in this newly prominent region, which means the term built environment or built world refers to the human made environment that provides the setting for human activity, ranging in scale from buildings to parks. It has been defined as the human made space in which people live, work, and recreate on a day-to-day basis. So let us further understand how does it impact our environment. The most important element of a built environment are buildings. They fundamentally provide shelter and also a great catalyst in enriching people's experiences. And hence, architecture has a far broader effect on not just people in society but also have the ripple effects on the environment. What are those ripple effects of buildings? Beyond the walls, there is an immediate site and people use it every day. Buildings affect the community and around them also. They affect the economy and they impact the environment. And these ripple effects can go for a very long time. Buildings can take years to build and remain for decades, sometimes for centuries. So, the impact that buildings have around them really matters. Unfortunately, these wider impacts of buildings are not considered, which have far more dangerous results. To understand why this is, we need to understand the development of architecture over the past 150 years. Lot of built environment around us is the legacy of modernism, which emerged in the beginning of the 20th century out of the Industrial Revolution and Industrial Society. Modernism liberated architecture from its past, largely through cheap fossil fuels. Suddenly, we were able to light up our homes through electricity. We were able to cool our homes as well as warm them up. This meant that walls can get thinner and we could use more glass. It didn't really matter back then. Materials too were readily available. Architects and builders were no longer restricted by what was available to them locally or regionally. And the revolution in transport system, particularly car, fundamentally changed the way we build, design and navigate our cities. So, when the industrialization has brought huge progress, it has enabled us to lead healthier, longer and comfortable lives as a result. The impact it has had on evolution of our built environment has had some negative externalities and some unfortunate consequences. Now, sometimes those consequences are obvious. Large glass skyscrapers, some of which have literally done the things. Some of the architects have managed that as well. On far bigger scale, however, the way we build our buildings and design our cities is affecting the climate.